Welcome. My name is Akash Sanjay Khobragade. I am a PhD scholar at Delhi University and coordinator of Karunakar Institute of Dalit Knowledge. Karunakara Institute of Dalit Knowledge is precisely an institute which is focused on Dalit studies and founded by Professor Leela Karunakara sir. We already have several lectures around conference, and today is our lecture going to be delivered by Professor Shakti Kumar sir. He's associated with us from a long time, and he's also editor of the book which we published in last year 2024, and this institute is also this is the seventh lecture, and for this lecture we are going to have some protocols, and I request Darshana Mishram to introduce our chair, which is going to be chaired by Professor Leela Karunakara sir, and he's also founder of our institute. Mishram, please.
Online present Professor Dr. Leela Karunekar sir and Professor Shakti Kumar sir and Dr. Kiran Kumre ma'am, and all everyone to Jai Bhim. Professor Dr. Leela Karunekara is a prestigious scholar, thinker, and writer, a Dalit historian, known for his significant contribution in the field of Dalit studies, philosophy of religion, and social justice. He earned a PhD from JNU, New Delhi. Professor Karunekar sir, 1997 in Ambedkar Studies, Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar University, BBAU, a Center University, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, as assistant professor and also work associate professor in 2005. After that, he holds senior faculty roles at Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtriya Hindi Vishwavidyalaya, Wardha, including School of Culture Dean and briefly acting Vice Chancellor in 2023-24. And uh, the major books of Professor Karunekar sir are Revival of Buddhism in Modern India, The Role of B.R. Ambedkar and the Dalai Lama, 1995. Second है Modernization of Buddhism, Contribution of Ambedkar and Dalai Lama, 2002. Next, History of Dalit Identity, 2021. Next, in honor of 25 years of academic life of Professor Dr. Leela Karunekara, Dalit Worldview, and his areas of specialization, Dalit history. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Darshana Mishra. Now I request Dr. Sukeshni Thorat to introduce our guest. Sukeshni Thorat. Hello.
Good morning and Shalom JBM for all of sir and my dear student friends. Today we are going to talk going to 26th lecture on 26th July, 7th lecture on KIDK. So firstly I introduced Professor Shakti Kumar sir. Professor Shakti Kumar is economics professor and chairperson of Center for Economic Studies and Planning, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. He is an eminent scholar of economics with vast academic experience. He specialized in public finance and monetary system. He did graduation in economics from University of Delhi, post-graduation and PhD in economics from JNU, New Delhi. He published 6 books, 32 research papers, 1455 conference and supervised 21 PhD degree. He was invited to give lectures at RBI New Delhi, Gautam Buddha University, BBAU Lucknow, GJUST Hisar, Harvard University Ayodhya, BHU Varanasi University of Delhi, Women University Hyderabad. He is an expert of project evolution for ICCSR. He is also member of editorial board of State Indian Journal of Economic and Research. This is a short introduction for Professor Shakti Kumar sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sukesh. I welcome chair and our guest of the today's session, and I now Professor Shakti Kumar sir going to deliver his lecture on problem of rupee, and I request him to please take over.
Thank you, Akash. Respected Professor Leela Karunya Karaji, Shukesh Thorat, Naresh, Sanjay, Sasikant, Darshan, and other students and the participants. Today, the burning issue is related to the problem of rupee. Almost 100 years has gone since the book was published, Problem of Rupee, written by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Today lecture will be associated with Problem of Rupee, and reference will be taken from the original book published by Baba Sahib Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Before starting our lecture, we should know what is the social structure of India and how a currency will affect on the economy according to the social structure. We know the production system consists of 4 stages: input, process, output, and distribution. So any product has to go through these 4 stages. And this production system is related with concentration of wealth and income. That is why it is generally said that the people belonging to marginalized group became the bonded labor because ownership of land, capital, and resources are not equally distributed. It is clear. Even you go through the website of Department of Food and Public Distribution of Government of India, you will find that under the PDS, subsidized foods are being provided to almost 80.67 crore, that consist of 56% of total population of India. So I want to say, according to the Government of India today data, almost 56% of the total population of India belong to poor group, poor society of the group. So, due to inequality, the wealth inequality is always higher than the income inequality in India. When the wealth inequality is higher than the income inequality, it means the control of land, capital, and resources has been concentrated among the few people of India, and that is generating inequality